This video is sponsored by PotownStore.com, the best place to get yourself some TCG code cards. Looking for that last card to complete your online deck or just to get the latest booster packs in town, they literally have everything, even the Fusion Strike stuff. So be sure to head over to the website PotownStore.com and use that coupon code ZapDoesTCG for 5% off. Also, head over to cardsmarket.com if you're a European player. This website is fantastic. You can buy and sell cards to people all across Europe, and I personally use it every single day to get rid of cards that I don't need to buy new ones. Use the referral name ZapDoesTCG and you're helping out the channel tremendously. Last but certainly not least is yourplaymat.com. This website is fantastic when you create your own unique custom playmat. They ship worldwide, and of course right now you can get 10% off by clicking the link down below. So start creating your own unique custom playmat for the new season. So thanks for sticking with the commercials. Let's get this video on the roll. Peace. What's up YouTube, it's ZapDoesTCG here and welcome back to our TCG deck profile video on my channel. Today we're talking about the undisputed best deck in the format, Mew VMAX. It still gets better with Brilliant Stars, believe it or not. Also, if you are interested in budget decks, we already talked about Duran, we talked about Mad Party, we've talked about, of course, my personal favorite, Rapid Strike Malamar. So don't complain about, oh, these decks are just too expensive to handle. You also have one price decks that are doing very well. So today we're going to be talking about Mew VMAX and why it gets better with Brilliant Stars. There's a lot of new cards in here, but the most impactful one will of course be the Ultra Ball, being of course able to discard some cards from hand. Sometimes with Mew VMAX you get clunked up with your hand, and with Ultra Ball you're going to be able to of course make sure that does not happen anymore. Okay, let's just start off with Mew VMAX. Mew VMAX is one of the best attackers in the game just because it is allowing you to copy an attack with Cross Fusion Strike. You can copy the Techno Blast off the Genesect V. You can copy other attacks from Fusion Strike Pokemon, for instance the Meloetta OHKO in the form of the Meloetta. So you're going to be able to do a lot of stuff with Mew VMAX, and the cool thing about running Mew VMAX is that you have free retreat. The basic has free retreat, Mew VMAX has free retreat, so there's a lot of things to love about Mew VMAX. You're a Fusion Strike Pokemon, allowing you of course to dish out more damage with power tablets. You can of course draw more cards with Genesect depending on how many Fusion Strike Pokemon you have in play. And with Max Miracle, not even something like an Altaria or Decidueye will stand in your path because you go through any effects. Same story for Zamazenta, by the way. You can also hit that with the cross, with the Max Miracle. So a very, very insane card. And we also get the double turbo energy, which allows you to attack for just one attachment. So lots of great things coming for Mew VMAX, and we thought that we've seen the end of Mew VMAX with all these darkness decks running around rampant in the format. This is one of the few archetypes that can just punish down on people just being slow. This is one of the best decks because it can just hit so hard. 210 on the first turn is not unheard of with Meloetta donking and stuff. So moving forward, we're going to be running 4 copies of Mew. This is your ideal starting Pokemon because it has free retreat, allowing you to go into that Meloetta. If you go, let's say you go second and it's your first turn, you can donk people, which is insane. You have, of course, ways to get energies in play with Energy Mix. Sometimes you utilize that attack against a slower paced deck, but also Psychic Leap is a strong attack, allowing you to get yourself back and all cards attached to it into your deck. So that's going to be fantastic. If Mew VMAX is almost knocked out, you can utilize Cross Fusion Strike, and then you're going to be able to copy the Psychic Leap to get yourself back in the deck and denying prize cards from the opponent. But the 70 damage is also not too bad. I've seen a lot of people utilizing that attack to donk soft like Subbles and stuff, so that's interesting. Moving forward, we're going to be talking about the heart and soul of the deck, Genesect V. Genesect V is insanely powerful because of the Fusion Strike system ability, allowing you to draw a card for every Fusion Strike Pokemon you have up into play. So that means if you have 4 Fusion Strike Pokemon in play, you can draw cards until you have 4 cards in hand. If you have 6 Fusion Strike Pokemon in play, you can draw cards until you have 6 cards in hand. For every Genesect, you can utilize that ability, so it doesn't stop with just one ability. If you have an army of Genesects up on your bench, you're going to be able to spam that ability until you're drawing every single card from your deck, because you have a lot of ways to just play. You have insta-playable cards like Rotom, you have cards that can dish out, you can of course use Cramomatic to get rid of some cards, you can use Ultra Ball. There's a lot of ways to empty your hand, and of course the Techno Blast will be the attack that's going to be copied the most with the Cross Fusion Strike. So 4 copies of the Genesect, of course, and then 2 copies of Meloetta. This is a danger in everybody's sight. Let's say you are playing against an opponent and you say, oh, I go first. Well, the problem with that is that if you're up against Mew and they go second, they're actually going to be able to utilize the Meloetta's Echo that you can see here with, of course, stuff like Elasa Sparkle, attach of the turn, and boom, they can donk whatever they want. So very, very scary. Definitely 2 copies in here. And then, of course, let's talk about the supporters, shall we? 3 Elasa Sparkle. These Elasa Sparkle, of course, you don't want to be running 4 just because of the fact otherwise it clunks up your hand. But the cool thing with Elasa Sparkle is that you're going to be able to accelerate 2 Fusion Strike energies straightly from the deck to your Fusion Strike Pokemon. That could be, of course, Mew, that could be the Meloetta, but also can be the Genesect. I've also seen some strange ways where you just attach of the turn, use the Elasa Sparkle onto a Genesect, and then the Genesect can of course KO an Ice Rider Calyrex VMAX, for instance. So I've seen that happen as well, so very powerful card. And then the last supporter is the Balsasaurus. You might say, what about research? What about Marnie and all that stuff? Well, in this deck, you don't need that at all because Genesect just draws your entire deck. You don't need draw supporters. You just need powerful supporters. You have energy acceleration with Elasa Sparkle. And this is just to gust up opponents. And you're going to be utilizing this to win games. Just gusting stuff off and just blowing it up with Mew VMAX. 3 copies of Boss's Orders. Then let's talk about the trainers. It's very, very self-explanatory. There's a lot of 4-offs in this list just because of the fact you want to be having the most consistent list ever. First up, a new card from Brilliant Stars, actually a reprint, is Ultra Ball, allowing you to discard 2 cards from hand in order to search your deck for any Pokemon. Now this is good because you get, of course, cards that are clunked up in your hand. You can discard them and also get, of course, any Pokemon you want. That could be Meloetta in the early game, but that could also be Mew VMAX. You can only get you can get any Pokemon, just like you would with Great Ball, but the Great Ball is just getting removed in this deck. Ultra Ball is just way better, and you're also able to fetch out your Mew VMAX, which is super strong. Quick Ball, very similar to Ultra Ball, but it discards 1 card from hand in order to search your deck for any basic. So there's 4 copies of the Quick Ball in here on top of the 4 Ultra Balls. So lots of discard synergy to empty the hand, to draw more cards, and of course able to fill up your entire bench. Moving forward, there's 4 copies of Fog Crystal. Fog Crystal allows you to just get yourself a Psychic Energy or a Psychic Basic Pokemon, and yeah, you're going to be able to fetch out Mew, Meloetta, or the Psychic Energy, as we've seen with Mew. So a lot of 4-offs in this list, and it doesn't stop there. We're also going to be running 4 copies of Battle VIP Pass. You might say, why so many search engines? Well, I don't know if you've noticed, but how many times are you saying like, oh no, Genesect is taking its sweet time to just draw more cards. They're using Ultra Ball, they're drawing more cards. Battle VIP Pass, 2 more Genesect, they're drawing more cards. Just consistency is key, and that's what this deck is going to provide you. So a lot of 4-offs. You're going to be filling up your bench in no time with this list, and you're going to be donking people in no time with this list. There's a lot of great things you could do with this Mew VMAX deck, and that's why they're here. Then 3 copies of Cremamatic. I've lowered it down to 3 copies because I included another copy of a new card in this list. But Cremamatic discards 1 item from hand in order to search a deck for any card. That could be anything. These are extra outs to the Battle VIP Pass, by the way. So if you are looking for more ways to fill up your bench, this could also be the game-changing Balsasaurus that you can fetch out with Cremamatic. Or maybe early game you can find that Fusion Energy. So lots of ways you can search. There's also 2 Rotom Phones in here. I'm still a fan of Rotom Phone, putting something on top of the deck so you can draw it out. And with Ultra Ball, you're of course emptying your hand most of the time, so you're going to be able to utilize Rotom Phone to its full potential. First Ultra Ball, get something you want, use Rotom Phone, put something on top of the deck from the 5 cards you see, and then draw it out with Genesect immediately. So love that consistency card. Moving forward, there's going to be 4 copies of the Power Tablet. If you thought that 210 damage on the first turn was not strong enough, you can of course power it up with Power Tablet. For every Power Tablet, 30 additional damage with your Fusion Strike Pokemon during your turn. So very, very scary, right? I've seen a lot of games happening like you go you're going the first turn going second, you're going to be able to utilize Elasa Sparkle, Fusion Energy of the turn. You're going to be using Power Tablet, Power Tablet, Power Tablet, and you even have the choice Helmet. So very scary archetype for sure. Then some switch outs. We have 2 switches because sometimes the opponent has the clever idea of just saying, haha, I'm going to be trapping your Genesect. And you're saying like, nope, not gonna happen. And also in Escape Rope, I love the way that Escape Rope has synergy with the free retreat of Mew. Also resets the attack effect because after utilizing the Techno Blast, if you copy that with Cross Fusion Strike, you can no longer attack. So you're gonna have to be retreating in order to reactivate your capability to attack. Then 2 copies of the new Choice Belt. Choice Belt is broken, allowing you to slap 30 more damage. I immediately cut my Tool Jammer from the list just because of the fact Tool Jammer was necessary for the Suicune V matchup. But now with Choice Belt, you're actually going to be able to one-hit KO them even if they have like the Cape of Toughness. You only need 1 power tablet to knock them out because Choice Belt helps you out so much. I don't know if that is making anything clear, but you're also going to be able to KO Mew VMAXs very easily now. So I might suggest adding an Oricorio in this list, but yeah, in this situation, if you go second against the Mew VMAX, just try to donk them, right? The mirror match is always a little bit tricky. If you want to improve your mirror match strategy, add an Oricorio to have extra defense because this is just such a powerful card. And then the amount of stadium cards. There's 4 stadium cards. You can yeah, choose whether which one you like most. There's also Crystal Cave that you might utilize. Training Court, definitely a one-off to recover your basic energies. Your basic basic energies like the psychic energies. There's not a lot of them in there, so that's why we need to recover them. There's Old Cemetery, allowing you to of course put damage on Pokemon. If they attach energies to a non-psychic Pokemon, they get damage. There's the Rose Tower, allowing you to draw more cards. If you just have a low card hand with of course Ultra Ball, that's possible. Rose Tower can get you to cards until you have 3 cards in hand. And then last but not least is Collapsed Stadium, allowing you to of course yeah, this is a very cool stadium which we already talked about in the Mad Party deck. You can slap it down and then you have to discard until you only have 4 bench Pokemon remaining. This could be an ideal way to heal up a damaged Genesect. Let's say they are gonna quick shoot on your Genesect or whatever. You can get rid of that. You just attack with Mew VMAX, you get slammed into some damage, you retreat it, and you just use Collapse Stadium, bam! You discard something, and this is for prize denial, by the way. Also helps out against the Blizzard Rondo and stuff to just lower their damage output, and against Eternatus as well. Okay, then the basic energies, only 2 psychic energies. You can get 1 back with the training court, so don't worry about it in the slightest. And then there is going to be 1 double turbo energy. You might think, why are we running a double turbo energy? Well, let me just state this. Double turbo energy allows you to retreat Genesect. I've done that a lot of times in testing. But the cool thing about double turbo energy, you can use the cross fusion strike for just 1 attachment. I know your damage output gets reduced by 20, but you can neglect that with the choice belt. So in that sense, it is very cool. Let's say the opponent is playing a crushing hammer build. This is very strong, and I might even add in a second copy of this because I think it's very, very strong to just attack with just 1 attachment. And then to finish off the list, 4 fusion energies. These are going to be perfect for the Alasso Sparkle to accelerate the energies, and you're also going to be immune from the abilities from your opponent's Pokemon. This is going to be helping you out a ton because stuff like the quick shooting no longer works. Stuff like the Dark Signal no longer works if you have the fusion energy attached. And that's my updated Mew VMAX list, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to let me know by rocking the hell out of the like button. Helps out in ridiculous ways you have no idea. If you have any suggestions for this deck, feel free to let me know. I probably would cut maybe the escape rope for Oricorio if I am worried about the mirror match too much. Other than that, the list seems pretty strong. You could also maybe cut yeah, the 4th Fog Crystal because you have so many search engines anyhow. There's a lot of things you can think about, right? So let me know how you feel about Mew VMAX. Will you test it out, this updated list, and which deck do you want to see up next? I want to see everything in the comments below. Go check out our sponsors, PoketownStore.com, the best place for TCGO code cards. Use that coupon code ZapDoseTCG for a whopping 5% of your order. There's also CardsMarket.com. For European players, you can buy and sell cards to people all across Europe. Use the referral name ZapDoseTCG. Last but not least is YourPlaymat.com, the website to create your own unique custom playmat. You can create a playmat today and get a whopping 10% of your order by clicking the link down below, and they ship worldwide. So yeah, start designing your own custom playmat. Anyhow, have yourself a fantastic rest of your day. I'll see you guys tomorrow for more Pokemon TCG epicness. Peace!